My name is Megan DeVries. I'm the food service director from the Edmonds School District. My role in the district is I oversee our school meal programs. Prior to this pandemic, that was in school kitchens and cafeterias. And since the pandemic, we wheel food out to the curbside. We load it up in different food trucks and take it out in our community to serve free meals for kids. So currently in our meal program, meals are free for all kids. You don't need to qualify for free or reduced meals. Every child, 1 to 18, you don't need to be a student enrolled in the Edmonds School District. Your family is eligible to pick up meals for each of your children. In the Edmonds School District, we have about 20,000 students enrolled, and we'd love to be feeding all 20,000 of those students. Right now, we're feeding about 5,000 students a week. We know in our district about 35% of our kiddos qualify for free reduced meals before the pandemic. And so that's about 7,000 students that are eligible for free meals on a regular basis. And we're trying to be innovative to connect with different families, but we need help getting the word out that these free meals are available for all families. Our school meal kits, it's all school food. So we are a federally funded program, so USDA is who oversees our program and where our funding comes from. We use those funds to purchase the various food for our program. We have 31 school kitchens that usually make the food, and right now we've condensed down, we have about 16 of those kitchens open that are preparing food right now. So the Deli Sandwich is actually lunch meat that we put on deli sandwiches and hoagie bread. Our staff bags up the chicken tenders or chicken drumsticks, the different meal components for you, cooks off the rice if we're making like an Asian rice bowl. All of those meals are made right here in our district. Nutrition and learning go hand in hand. We've always said that students need to have those bellies full in order to be ready to learn. We know more than ever during this pandemic, there's been a lot of reflection on the basic needs of kids, and good nutrition is part of that. So for us, providing school meals, we include whole grain, low fat, low sodium entrees. We have a lot of kid favorites like chicken tenders, mac and cheese, burgers, pizza, things that kids will eat, but are a healthier version of those, and pair all of that with different fruits and vegetables, and we have fresh milk to go with it. Right now we're packaging meals in one complete kit that includes 7 breakfasts and 7 lunch entrees. Since March last year, we've really tried a couple different things with our meal kits to make it work for us in the kitchen on the prep side and also be as helpful for the families. So we surveyed families and found that doing 7-day kits was easier for families because it gave them just one day they had to come pick up for the week versus having to pick up daily. But for us, we also didn't want our entrees to go bad. So what we found is that by freezing our entrees, we freeze those bowls back up. So that way it has a longer shelf life for families. So when you get it, you can throw it in your freezer, you can thaw it right in your fridge, it lasts longer. And then we also have a number of shelf-stable items in there. So we always add whole grain cereals, whole grain crackers to the kits. Sometimes there's like a shelf-stable protein like a cheese cup or peanut butter cup, different components of the kit. And so our hope is that if you have multiple kids, you have enough room to have, some items go right in your pantry, some items can go in your fridge, and then some items can even go in your freezer to maximize storage for you as a parent. In the Edmonds School District, we have about 50 locations right now where we're serving free meals. These 50 locations are going to run through June, and we will continue with some locations into the summer. The 50 free meal locations are just that. Any child 1 to 18 can come pick up meals. So we have curbside locations. Our schools often get a lot of drive-through, so cars line up, you pull up to the curb, you say how many kiddos you have, we hand you a meal kit. You can also walk up. I encourage you, if you're picking up more than one meal kit, when you're walking up, to bring like a wagon or a cart or a stroller or a suitcase, something that you could put your meal component in to take those meals home, because they can be kind of heavy to take a week's worth of food home per child. We picked about 35 community locations where we know some of our students live who may need school meals or rely on school meals during the regular school year. And so we have a little food truck that we got grant funding to purchase that goes out in the community. And then we also have a couple bigger box trucks that go out in the community, and they serve at these different apartment complexes, parks, and community locations, because we're really trying to get the meals to those who need them and make it accessible for all of our families. When you look at a map, you'll be able to see be that we have meal pickup sites available across our districts and a variety of times. So meal pickup starts at 8:50 in the morning on a Wednesday and goes till 6 p.m. at night. And on Thursday, it goes from about 10:30 in the morning to 4 p.m. And if families can't pick up, we've partnered with our Foundation's Nourishing Network so that meals can be delivered to those kids who need. So we have ways to help get meals to families. So if your family needs meals and can't make it to a meal pickup site, we really encourage you to reach out to our family support team so that we can get you added to our meal delivery list. We're encouraging all families to pick up school meals. It supports your local school district, but it's also convenient for you as a family. That can help save money in your household budget so you can use that money for other things. Also, it gives kids a sense of normalcy. Right now, they don't have access to school meals because they're not going to school on a regular basis. So picking up school meals can give your children that sense of normalcy. We're going to see a lot of stories that if it doesn't fill your nutritional needs, it might be emotional needs. I have other families that have connected with me to share stories that, their family just is struggling right now with the stresses of everything that they need to get done, and not having to worry about where the kids' meals are going to come from just lifts a burden off of them. So we're really encouraging all families to participate. One of the things I like to bring up a lot is that there's a stigma in school meals, and we really, in Edmonds, want to break that stigma of school meals. It's important to us that kids know everyone is welcome to pick up meals. If all of us stand back and go, oh, I'm not gonna pick up school meals, it makes the people that feel like, that would help my family feel uncomfortable about whether they should or should not go pick up meals. And we really want everyone to feel comfortable and everyone to join us to pick up meals. Pick up meals. Invite your neighbor to walk down to the school with you to pick up meals. Share that you're picking up meals so your friends and families know that meals are available for all kids. And if you have any questions or need anything, please reach out to our department. We really want to wrap around the kids here in the Edmonds School District. All kids 1 to 18 are welcome to join us for school meals.